everybody. Welcome back to the LTL podcast. It is Monday evening, October 16, 2023, and we're going to do another show here on Chelsea Grimm. And I have some updates here. Not too much more information, but I did do some sleuthing around today. We updated the Google map with some statements and witness sightings. So we're going to be able to go over that today. I want to thank I've been accepted into a Instagram group of some friends of Chelsea, and I just had some recent contact with them. I was actually just doing that before the show. I'm going to keep that group private and the names private. They've been very kind to allow me to come into that group, and we did some chatting, and I did give them some thoughts as to what I think is going on here. I'm going to try to be extremely sensitive in this presentation tonight, because truly we don't know. And the bottom line is we want Chelsea to come home safe and sound. And but I have some things that we can go through tonight. I actually have a lot of things we can go through tonight, and maybe piece some of this together. I'm not feeling well today. I started not feeling well late last night. I've had some stomach issues. You probably see my face is very pale today. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm going to try to make it through this as best as I can. I'm going to turn my light up here a little bit, get a little bit more light in here. Let's try that. I'm going to try to do my best to get through this presentation tonight, but I promise, hopefully, we'll be able to get through this. So what I want to do first is start with some of the articles that I found today. Pretty much the same similar information, but this has now well, the show just started like 30 seconds ago, dude. So if you don't like it, we'll just do this. We'll just take care of you right away. It's fine. Goodbye. Have a good night. I literally just went live like 3 minutes ago. The intro takes a minute and 40 to get in, and people spill in over the program. So just to put in relevant context to this, I was actually watching Roberto Blake the other day. He has 600,000 subscribers on his channel. He was doing a live. You know how many people actually were watching him live at the time that I popped in? 125 people. And I actually super chatted him. That's just another story. We talked about it. Just another story. So anyway, I don't know why anybody would come in and try to distract something that we're trying to do here on a positive note, trying to give back to the community, get Chelsea Grimm's word out there. She is missing, and we need to find her. So let's get back to the show here. So what I'm going to do is just pull up a first article here that I found. Let me just increase the size here because I'm blind. And so this is from Freshers Live. I've never even seen this site before. I don't know if it's a website that just kind of collects conglomerate of information and kind of puts it out there. A lot of the same information out there that we've known so far. Had some was updated on October 16th, but I thought this was kind of funny when I went through it. My tweet is actually in this article. That's interesting. And I thought that was kind of cool. I was scrolling down. I was like, hey, wait, there's my tweet. So that's kind of neat. My tweet made this article. And basically just gives a little background on Chelsea. We already know. And then it says, where is Chelsea? Chelsea was last known in location in Williams, Arizona on September 28th. However, her SUV discovered near Ashfork, Arizona with 2 flat tires on October 5th, and has left many unanswered questions. Her personal belongings included her wallet, credit card, driver's license, and her cherished pet bearded dragon were all conspicuously absent. Law enforcement, spearheaded by the Coconino County Sheriff's Office, is diligently conducting an ongoing search operation. Chelsea's family remains in a state of anguish and feverishly pleading for any information that might aid in locating her. Here was the last update here. After a last confirmed sighting in Williams, Arizona, Chelsea Grimm had significant interaction with local individuals. A police officer encountered her and noticed her in emotional distress. Chelsea disclosed that she was working on a photography project and and intended to camp in the area for the night. This exchange provided insight to her state of mind at that time. And we saw that. That's actually inside the, when she was in the cemetery. We had that conversation. We'll play that video just to refresh you on that. Subsequently, a woodcutter reported a brief encounter with Chelsea in a remote part of Ashfork, where she was reassured him that she was all right. These encounters occurred in days leading up to her mysterious disappearance. Chelsea's family, increasingly concerned by her prolonged absence, officially reported as missing on October 4th. The investigation in her vanishing is actively underway, with law enforcement striving to uncover the truth behind her disappearance. So that was one little article that we saw today. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm just going to pop off for a second. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Let's see. The article now has been picked up by People magazine. So national news is now really jumping over this. I saw, still a lot of local. I think Fox News had this yesterday. But now People magazine has grabbed this as well. California woman 32 goes missing on cross-country road trip. Car found abandoned with 2 flat tires. Pretty much the same information here. Not too much more to report on here, but I just wanted to make everybody aware that People magazine now has picked up this story as well. Just lots of quotes from the family. Chelsea's mom, Janet, excuse me, and Chelsea's father, Stephen. There was something in here I wanted to go back to. Where was it? So it's saying at this point, authorities do not believe foul play is involved in Grimm's disappearance per the reports. So that's been the majority of what's been reported in here. Authorities still don't think that this is foul play at this point. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back to the video so we can look at it. And we'll be able to hear Chelsea in that cemetery talking to the police officer on body cam. I am reaching out to try to obtain the full 9-minute video. There's a 9-minute body cam video, so I'm working on getting that. So hopefully I can get that soon. Okay, let's play this here.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
New body camera video tonight shows a Williams police officer making contact with 32-year-old Chelsea Grimm days before her car was found on a remote road without her in it. In the video, the officer says they got a call for suspicious activity near the cemetery in Williams, and he came to check on her. Chelsea appears to be upset and explains she was working on a photography project.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I just was doing a photo shoot of the lost soldiers and got a little emotional, so I was crying before I got back on the road.
Her disappearance, days after this video was recorded, has both family and authorities confused, searching high and low for tips as to where she went. Here's what we know so far. Chelsea planned to drive from her home in San Diego to Connecticut to meet her family for a wedding, but she told her family she was stopping to camp in Arizona instead. Investigators know on September 27th, she met a friend in Phoenix, then canceled lunch with that friend the next day. On September 28th, she surfaces in Williams and has that conversation with the officer, telling him she's planning to camp nearby.
Yeah, if it's okay with you, if I hang out here for another like 15 or 20 and then head on the road, that would be my plan, I think.
Do you have like a hotel around here or anything?
I don't. I was actually thinking of just camping for the night, but I wasn't really sure exactly yet.
Gotcha.
Well, I didn't plan to be here till sunset.
The yellow lights over there?
Y'all do me a favor just for support for Chelsea. Let's throw up some yellow hearts tonight. Some yellow hearts in the chat. I'd love to see those yellow hearts as the show goes on here so we can show the support for Chelsea. All right, let's keep playing this.
The Loves. It's a trucker stop in the gas station area. You can just sleep there. Nobody will bother you.
Awesome. Yeah, love that.
The sheriff's office says on September 30th, a woodcutter in an area near Ashfork, Arizona, sees Chelsea camping in her car, talks to her, and she says she's okay. But that's the last known contact she had with.
We're going to talk about this photo. We're going to talk about this photo. Keep this photo in mind when I pull up my presentation tonight. Okay? Keep this photo in mind. We're going to talk about this.
And she says she's okay, but that's the last
Love
known
the heart.
contact she had
Love
with
the hearts.
anyone.
We're trying our best to hold on to the positive outcome scenarios and put our faith in the authorities.
On October 4th, her parents report her missing. And on October 5th, hunters in the same rural area find her abandoned Ford Focus
If you haven't already, please make sure to smash that like button. Our goal is to get to right now 50 likes in the chat. And then we want to get up over to the 100 like mark. We can do that today. So smash that like button as you come in.
SUV
Let's
in
do
the
it for
middle of
Chelsea.
a dirt road with flat tires on the right side. It was locked. Many of her belongings were found inside, but there was no trace of her, and all cell phone and credit card activity has since stopped. The Coconino County Sheriff's Office says while they don't suspect foul play at this point, they're trying to figure out if she got in another vehicle or if she hiked out. Either way, by the time they began investigating her disappearance, it had already been 5 days since the last time anyone saw her alive. The sheriff's office tells me they're actively working with her family and friends on any tips and leads. She also has a pet bearded dragon that is a good identifying factor and possible clue to her whereabouts if it's found. Of course, if you have any information about Chelsea Grimm, please call the Coconino County Sheriff's Office, and we'll also be staying on top of this investigation. Live in the newsroom tonight, Brianna Whitney for Air.
Yeah. So that's the report. That is the last known, video or photos of Chelsea. So let's do this. If we go to Instagram, Chelsea's sister Sarah has posted about 6 days ago. And these are the last known photos that we know of Chelsea. Again, urging everybody, if they have any information, to call 928-774-4523. The Coconino County Sheriff Office will take any of the information that you can help with. So I just wanted to share that really quick. Okay, so what shall I do? Let's do this. Just not going to be able to see the chat. Let's see. Hang on one second. Of course, nothing ever works as expected. Let's do this. Why is this not working? I'm trying to present something right now and it's not working. Why? Why? Isn't there a song that does that? I wonder why. Why? Let's see. I think I'm going to be able to do it here. I got it. Perfect. It's working. I got it. All right. So let me just pull up this presentation, some things that I want to go. Yes. Murphy's Law all the time. Murphy's Law all the time. Never works. Okay. So I put together some things today, some thoughts, some posts that I have, and then we're going to go to the map as well too, because I have a lot of updating on the map with witness statements and sightings. Maybe we can take a look at some of that information. Nothing yet. Her camera was found inside the car. So she left with everything. Her credit cards, her sleeping bag. We're going to get into all of this. Her money. But her phone was, her camera was still in the car. Or the SUV. All right, let's get here. So these were some shots, I believe, were some of the last shots that were taken on that camera that the Coconino Sheriff Department has shared with us. Her bearded dragon. One thing that I wanted to show and what I wanted to talk about is definitely looks like Chelsea wrote in a journal or, just wrote things down. And that kind of stuck out to me when I saw this. So definitely with some writing. Looks, in my opinion, very organized as far as all her belongings. I mean, it's probably one of the nicest and neatest purse bags that I've seen, with a collection of things. It's very well put in there, very well organized. So that kind of stuck out to me. And you can see some of her writings here. She has a notebook. Looks like she probably journal writes and keeps a journal. So I don't know if there's information inside there. Could be. Could be. As how she's feeling, people that she interacted with. Looks like up here she had some supplies. I don't know. This might be bug spray or something like that here. So I just kind of was looking to see if I could see anything. Looked like she maybe smoked cigarettes. She smoked cigarettes. I know that. I know this brand. I don't know the name of it. I don't smoke, but I've seen it before. So that I took note of that. And we'll go to slide 4. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. Let me go back. And let me just bring this down. All right. So you see here, car doors open. Okay, there's been some speculation. Did she have some people with her? I don't know. We know that in this particular time of the year, it's very hot still in Arizona. And I thought this was interesting too. This almost looks like clothes. So I don't know if, she was cleaning the car out or put clothes on the ground, left things behind. It's weird. Maybe she opened up the car to kind of air things out because it's been hot. You're in a hot area. But this almost looks like some clothing that was left on the ground. Who knows? Maybe she was reorganizing things. Maybe she was disorientated. I found that to be pretty interesting. And you can see this is in that cemetery area. She's got some wildflowers here. You can see her foot down here in the bottom of the photo. We move on. This looks like this is the photo of her car or SUV, flat tire. Obviously, the flat tire on this side. The thing that I look at is, this doesn't really look like a majorly obstructed road. It looks just like a normal dirt road. It doesn't look like there's any tree branches or anything that would cause double flat. I just find it weird. Double flat on this side. And I wonder what this is. This yellow. I don't know if it's a blanket or a bin that she maybe kept things in, some piece of luggage. I'm not sure if she took this photo. This could have just been a photo that the police were sharing, an evidence photo. Hang on a second here. Okay. So, this was strange. The clothes was strange. Well, what we presume is clothes. This right here. So I don't know if she was sorting through things in the truck or what. But this is interesting. And then having all the doors open. Okay. So let's move on here. So this was the official statement from Coconino County Sheriff, Ashfork, Arizona, on December 6, 2023. On October 5th, Coconino County Sheriff officers deputy out in the Williams District responded to a call from hunters of a suspicious vehicle located on Forest Service Road 6, northeast of Ashfork, Arizona. Vehicle information indicated it belonged to Chelsea Grimm, a person reported missing as reported by Phoenix Police Department on October 4th. Chelsea was last seen on September 28th in Williams, Arizona. Information for the investigation suggests she was possibly with her vehicle on Forest Service Road on September 30th. Chelsea was believed to have been traveling from San Diego, California to Connecticut. Could be. Good call out, Carrie. The Coconino County Sheriff Office searched and rescued. The Criminal Investigation Division responded to the area immediately and began search efforts. The investigation is ongoing at this time. If the public has any further information on this incident, please contact the Sheriff's Office at 928-774-4523. Let's go back to that photo. Yeah, it looks like it's on the inside though, Carrie. Let's see. Looks like it's inside. You know, it looks like it's behind the glass. Maybe it's a sweater or like a hoodie. Because it looks like it's behind the glass. Doesn't look like it's on the glass, you know? Looks like it's almost like in the behind the seat area. Yeah, could be a headrest pillow. Could be. Okay. So this came up. And I kind of scrubbed this out and I found this. Someone commenting here, I know this girl very well and I'm hopeful that she's okay, but I'm not very confident that she is. I know people she was hanging out with and they were bad news, meth addicts. She's a good person, got mixed up into the wrong crowd under crappy circumstances. I truly hope she's okay, but something seems off. And this was posted out on Facebook. Again, another element to the story. You know, we really don't know. You know, as we heard yesterday with the caller, you know, she talked about this, gave us a little insight to some of the activity. But from what I'm seeing here, I don't think it's foul play. This was posted, and this, I think, was maybe an old boyfriend of hers. I don't think it's this PJ guy. So this Matt DeSimone posted on the Coconino Sheriff's Department page and says, "Hi guys, wanted to mention a couple of things for context. I'm Chelsea's ex-boyfriend. We broke up in March, haven't spoken since July at the latest. I've been doing my best in communicating with her family and the police to provide any information at all that's beneficial in their search for her. With regards to PJ, her latest boyfriend, the detective and I spoke to, in addition to the family, we are saying he's not a person of interest. I understand that everyone is trying to help, but people calling Detective Luna in Arizona about some lowlife in San Diego is distracting for the search efforts. That being said, the San Diego Police Department is looking for him regarding other things in relation to her. So please direct any calls about him to them. If you guys have any information regarding Chelsea's whereabouts in Arizona or sightings, please call the number listed instead of posting here. While I think I can speak for everyone here and say that we greatly appreciate you posting this and trying to help, phone and email is the best way of contacting people looking for her, especially the police. Facebook comments and notifications can also get lost in the shuffle, and it can take a while for that info to get to the proper authorities, especially if it's secondhand from someone reading it here. Thank you all for caring and trying to help. I'm super pro appreciative of everyone's support and attempts to locate Chelsea. And again, I think we can say the family feels the same. So Artemis says, yes, Matt was her longtime boyfriend. PJ is very new as of this year. Thank you. Okay, let's move on here. Again, Sarah posting about the GoFundMe account that was set up by PJ. and going on the record to not donate to any of that. This is all public on Facebook. You can see it on the Coconino County Sheriff's Department. It's been updated over there. Again, Sarah posting about her sister here. The number to reach out to the Coconino department is 928-774-4523. Report number S2303352. And again, we saw all those photos. Those are the ones that I just shared. So some thoughts that I had here, and this is not in any particular order at all. And I don't know why this is so large, but it just is. Let's see. Can I shrink this? No. So just some quick details and thoughts about Chelsea that I thought when I was looking through this. She's religious. She loves her parents very much. She seems well organized. The Siegelman Hotel experience bothers me. And that was where we heard about where she was trying to exchange euros for cash. Was she out of money? Maybe having a mental health episode? Or could this been something to do with, a drug episode? I'm just going to recognize this real quick. Ali Reza, thank you so much for the 5 memberships that you dropped. Good to see you, my friend. And thank you so much for everything that you do to support LTL Podcast. Let's just do this. So again, my opinions, what I've seen, she seems to be struggling with some type of mental health issue. May they have been more exacerbated lately. She seems to drive in a circle when she gets out to Arizona, and we're going to look through that on the map again. She met with a friend once she got into Arizona. On her social media posts, which I saw on some photos that were giving to me privately, you can see basically it says something about off to see my girl in Arizona. So we know that there was a girl that she did visit in Arizona, and that was that friend. Could possibly be involved with heavy drugs and running with a bad crowd. That's been reported. Family very concerned about PJ. Ex-boyfriend started GoFundMe for Chelsea. That's obviously been put out there to ignore that. I did some research. She has a master's degree in social work from NYU. The SUV was found with 2 flat tires, a little alarming. And then it goes on to say her personal belongings, including her wallet, credit cards, driver's license, and cherished pet bearded dragon and sleeping bag were all conspicuously absent, but her camera was left behind, which is strange because we know that Chelsea is a very artsy person. When she spoke to the police officer in the cemetery, she was taking photos. It seems like she took a lot of photos in and around that area that time. So it's really weird to grab all those things, but to leave her camera behind. Something on this solo trip stopped her in Williams and Ashfork, Arizona area. Something stopped her from going on to Connecticut. And then this was an alarming one for me. And this was out of one of the articles I looked at, and this is from Chelsea's mom. She had gotten as far as Arizona, and she called us and said, I don't think I'm going to make the wedding. Don't think I can get there in time, Janet recalled. And so she said, I think I'm going to do is take a couple of days and camp. And I don't like this. I'll get back to you, but please don't expect to hear from me for a couple of days. I don't like that statement. It's very concerning to me. It's very, very concerning to me. All right, let's stop this presentation. So that's just some of the things that kind of came to mind when I went through things today. We'll bring up Google Earth, and I'm going to go through some of the witness statements and sightings that I found through kind of my research today. All right, so let's go back here. We'll just go over it really quick. We'll stop back in San Diego. I just want to make sure everybody can see the map. Can everybody see the map okay? Okay, I think everybody's can see it. So we'll start back in San Diego. We're back at Chelsea's home. And of course, Google Earth is not going to cooperate here. Let's see. Why is this not? Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Let me refresh this. Excuse me. All right, let's go back here. So Chelsea's home. We know Chelsea leaves her home in San Diego on September 24th alone to travel to Connecticut for a family wedding. She gets out to Arizona by the 27th, and she calls her parents from Phoenix, Arizona, and says she wasn't going to make it in time for the wedding. Instead, she plans on stopping and camping in Arizona for a couple of days. We know here on the 27th, she meets with a friend in Phoenix and plans lunch for the next day. And this is where it starts getting a little concerning. This is where it starts getting a little concerning. And this is very odd. So she travels north. And the sheriff says they trace Grimm's step back to the 27th when she met with a friend in Phoenix. The following day, she canceled a lunch with that friend. Later that day, she was reported. Oh, hang on a second. I'm way behind here. Later that day, she was reported to be disorientated when she tried to book a motel in Siegelman, which is near Williams. We were told by one individual that she seemed confused when she was in Siegelman. She was trying to exchange euros as opposed to U.S. currency, said Driscoll. It's just odd. Like, what's going on there? And that she was surprised that she was so far north. So now we move on. She starts heading east again. She's spotted in Williams. On the 28th, canceled lunch with a friend, spotted in Williams, talking to an officer at night on a body cam video near the Williams Cemetery. And that was the video that I played just before this. Excuse me. Now, as she's talking to that police officer, you know, she's saying, hey, I'm just going to hang out a little bit longer. I'm probably going to move on here in the next 10 or 15 minutes. He said, that's fine. He asked her, do you have a place to stay? And, you know, do you have a hotel around here? And she says, no. So then what he does is he directs her up to that Love's gas station that's just northeast of where she is, and essentially says, hey, you know, if you need to, you need somewhere to go for the night and camp out, it's well lit and no one will bother you over there. She says, that's fine. Thank you. So now we know about the cell phone ping, and which I pretty much figured was this was the cell tower that's right in around that area, which is the largest cell tower. And if she's a Verizon user, and I'm not sure what her cell service is, that would be the Verizon tower that it most likely pinged off of. Cell phone is pinged, but turned off around the 28th or 29th. So from there, she's spotted in Ashfork. So now she goes back west. The sheriff's office said on September 30th, a woodcutter in the area near Ashfork, Arizona, saw Grimm camping in her car, talked to her, and she said she was okay. Now, this is what's odd, and I can't figure this out, and I think that I'm way off on this. What I come up with, and this is that hunters found her abandoned white Ford Escape on October 5th in Kaibabi National Forest, according to the Coconino County Sheriff's Office, which said she was officially reported missing October 3rd. It was locked and many of her possessions were left inside. I think I'm way off here. What's Ollie's saying? I like how Brian signals west, and we have no idea of knowing if he's accurately showing west relative to his room. West would be to the left because that's towards the west coast. East coast would be towards Connecticut. So if you're looking on the map, west would be this way and east would be this way. See where you are, Ollie? You're in Arizona. West to the left, right to the East Coast. I think I'm off. I don't think she traveled that far north, because maybe the I think it's Kaibabi or Kbibi or Bobby forest is all in this area. I think that's what this is. But if you go to the pin, it's all up here, which is odd. I don't think that she's that far up. Okay, and then obviously we know about Chelsea's destination. She was to take part in a wedding and visit with her parents in Connecticut. So that was supposed to be her end destination. Okay, let's talk about some new witness sightings, and we're going to look at those on the map. And this is where I truly believe, where I think that she probably was. So I'm putting together this here, and a new witness sighting said, we saw her while out scouting on the 29th off the 124 road west of Williams around 6:15 a.m. The first selfie pitch is the location where we seen her. She was walking towards Johnson's Canyon, calling in to give more details. So that was a new witness sighting here. And if you look, I mean, it's pretty relatively close. See all the witness sightings and statements? It's all in and around this area. So I believe that her car was found in this area. Hang on one second. Be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me see. Okay. So now we have another statement that's here. Now, a witness says she spoke with witness says that she spoke with a gas station clerk. I can't remember where I read that, and I found that to be interesting. I was thinking, did she ever go up to that Love's gas station that the officer point out? It could be in this location here. It could have been here that she spoke with that clerk. I remember reading that somewhere, and I can't remember if it's an article or what it was from. Okay, one entry from Mary for the drawing for the sunglasses. I'll make sure I write that down. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. $2. $2. Thank you, Carrie. So that one there, I can't remember if that was, I think it was out of an article, because I was like, oh, an aha moment. Okay, so now we have another sighting here that goes way south. And it says, I don't know if anyone reported seeing her. Carrie, you're funny. Dr. Bob in for the drawing. So if anybody doesn't know, I'm raffling off entries for some designer sunglasses, and any super chat will get you anything over $2 will get you entered, and we're going to do the drawing at the on Sunday, this Sunday coming around. Ollie, if you're still in the chat, I need to know what program you use, like the running with the penguins and horses. If you can get that to me, drop it in my IG. I need to use that program for this. So let's see. Thank you, Carrie. I got Dr. Bob in. Cindy wants another entry in, so we're going to pop that one in there as well. Thank you, Cindy. Okay. Yeah, Lisa says I was wondering about the gas station. Did she make it there, and what happened if she did? Yeah. Did she meet someone? Did she run into someone? Did she meet some friend, some stranger there? Hey, let's hang out. Hey, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. Hang on one second. I'm just getting a lot of communication coming in. Okay, I'll deal with that. Thank you. I think Ollie just sent me it. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So I don't know if anybody reported seeing her with a guy in an older Camry that was grayish to sandish color, but I'd seen that car at Circle K near Prescott Airport on the 2nd. A female was holding a bearded dragon on her chest. Besides the bearded dragon, I have no other indication it was her. She doesn't seem to be in distress, though, as a male driver went inside and he left her alone for about 10 minutes. So that's interesting. And again, these are just, sightings and statements that come in. You don't know for sure if this really was her. It could have been someone else. These are just leads. They're leads. And I'm sure that the Coconino Sheriff's Department has taken all these leads and looked into them. If it's the Circle K, I'm assuming right there in that area, it's going to be, they'd be able to pull, camera footage, security camera footage. Okay, let's see. What can we move on to? Okay, next statement here will take us way south. This says she could be at, and someone said that she could be at one of the Anasazi Foundation camps in Arizona. One of the last photos in her profile she had posted on Facebook are about the foundation and its creator. Now, the thing that what I'm understanding about this is like a retreat or a wellness center where you can go if you're having issues, mental health issues. I think they deal with drug addiction as well. I mean, it could be. It could be. It very well could be. S.J. Howard was asking, how far is that from Mexico? Well, let's take a look. I mean, you're right here. Let's see if I can get this to work. Now my map is all over the place. About 150 miles. 150 miles. It's about where we're at. Ron wants to be entered in. Let's see. We got Rogue. Rogue's in. Sunglasses. Ron. I got one entry for Ron, one entry for Rogue, and I'll update the spreadsheet tonight after we get off air. And thank you. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the super chats. Okay. So moving on here, where were we? Last up here. Oh man, did I mess all this up? Okay, we went to that one. We went to here. Okay, here we go here. And see all like the area that you're seeing everything in, it's that one circle. If I was to draw a big circle in that area, that leads me to believe this is where she concentrated all of her attention. So a new witness says, me and my grandson seen that vehicle on Forest Service Road 6 heading west on September 30th around 6 a.m. That's next, another 6 a.m. sighting. No one was around it. Sarah G, she was so Sarah, which is Chelsea's sister, is conversing with this person. Sarah G says, was the car running still, or were the tires flat? Do you remember exactly? Please call this in. The witness says it wasn't running. Tires were good. Witness said, I called it in and the detective never called me back. So I posted that and where it was. And there was about a 4-hour time span, and it wasn't 4 hours later. It was there, and we went by it on the way back, and then it was still there. And then Sarah just said thank you. We got Dina HB entered in. I'm sorry, Diana. Get you in there for the contest. Okay, let's move on here. Next statement's going to bring us way down south again. Someone asked on 10/16/23, Johnson Canyon Railway Tunnel Trail, Arizona, has it been searched? So let me give you a little insight as to what Johnson Canyon Railway is. And this is it. This would be that trail. This is what, if Chelsea was there, this would be that area. And I just want to credit this creator. This is Sarah Condit. You can see her there. It was posted a year ago, and we'll give her credit there. She's, if anybody wants to go back and look at this video, but I'll play a little bit of this so we can get an idea of what that area looks like and the area in and around where Chelsea was. Just not going to play the sound. Beautiful area. This is that tunnel that someone was talking about. Yes, S.J. Howard's in there. Yeah, bearded dragons don't really run off. They're pretty docile creatures. They just kind of hang out. We got a 24/24 from Ali Reza for Carrie. Well, I guess not for Carrie, but on behalf of or something like that. Good night. I need to faceplant a pillow for at least 20 minutes. Thank you, Ali. Appreciate that. I will enter Carrie in for the contest there. I get my spreadsheet. I'm going to update. So Carrie H, one entry as well too. I think there's a lot of that stuff in and around there, Janet. I mean, from when I'm researching that area, I mean, there's sinkholes, there's boreholes. I mean, it's pretty traverse land. I mean, you can see, look at that. Just going up over that ridge right there is probably like 100-foot drop. I mean, they're above the tree line. I mean, you're way out in the middle of the mountains. You know, it's very, very rough terrain. You know, someone that's not an experienced hiker. Look, he literally just went over that ravine. That's probably 100 to a 200-foot drop there. Mary says, not very good if you don't know the area well. Absolutely. And the thing is, you got to think, you're in the desert. You need water. You need supplies. Look at that. Look at that drop. I mean, you slip, you fall down there. You get, you know, lost. And the elevation is going up as they're climbing. Maybe we can get a little sound here. Yeah, I can't play it because it has music. I thought I saw that earlier. But we'll play through just so you have an idea of what this area looks like. Then we'll go back to the map. Yeah, I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere, Kent. Exactly. No one's going to find you out there for a long time. Just Debbie says, get lost easily. Absolutely. Yep, desert is very cruel climate. If you haven't yet, please make sure to smash that like button. I got 75 people watching. We'd love to get this up to 100 likes to get this stream out into the algorithm. It's super, super important that we get this information out there to help find Chelsea and bring Chelsea home. Let's see those yellow hearts in the chat room. I'd love to see that as well. Give some support to Chelsea. See the drop there? That's like 100 to 200 feet. Look at this. And it just keeps going up, you know, doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. And that's it. So we had an idea of that terrain out there. So again, you know, anybody could get lost, anybody could get hurt. If you don't know what you're doing out there, it's pretty crazy. Hang on one second. I'm just checking something here. Okay. Let's pull the map up again real quick. Go through the Google Earth map again. So we leave off here. Again, that was the area that we were just in, this traverse area. So we go here and it says, we seen a vehicle parked in the middle of the 6th road on September 30th, and no one around it thought it was out of place just past Martin Dam heading west. We were calling Elk about 9:30 a.m. and we left to go to Williams around 12 p.m. The car was not there. When we returned around 4 p.m., the car was in the middle of the Forest Service Road about a half mile from Martin Dam heading west. We thought some hunter ran into some elk and was out chasing them. We went back to town about 8 p.m. and the car was still in the same spot. I hope and pray she's okay. Sorry, that is all the information I can give you. I think this is where her car was found. I think I was way off before saying that it was way up north. I think this was it. So we had another sighting like way up here. And this is kind of a couple of different sightings. My husband and I were camping there, and I was wondering if the girl I saw, it was a crossover like a Subaru Forester. Not exactly that, but maybe my husband knows the exact model. It says, thank you. I was going through my photos of the trip. The GPS location isn't attached, but I know the girl. I saw the girl out of place around on September 29th. The photo says Munns Park. No GPS on the Forest Road. I'm getting the exact number from my husband as soon as he calls. I found the GPS coordinates, and that was sent to my son where we were camping. This is where I saw the blonde girl in the mask driving a crossover. And there's the coordinates there, and it says Munns Park, Arizona. My husband just responded to Forest Road 226 is where we camped. I just verified that the vehicle I saw did in fact have California plates. Apparently, I did make awful verbal and not only mental comments regarding its origin. So now we take that and we go here. Munns Park, I just verified that the vehicle I saw did in fact have California plates, apparently. So we go here, and this follows us now back into around that area where that person previous said this is where they camped. So on Reddit, there was a comment that said, while the 2 flat tires are alarming, I do wonder if this is due to her being on a dirt road. Her Instagram In her Instagram, her car says oil change required. I'm unsure how well she took care of her vehicle. Why would she be on a road trip with a car that needed an oil change? This would lead me to believe and also wonder if she often checked the tire pressure. If not, that could explain the 2 flat tires, especially on dirt roads. If she was in a confused mental state, she might not have realized one tire was flat, kept driving, and the other tire ran down low as well. I wish they would tell us the condition of the tires. I think since they were on the edge about foul play, the tires were not sliced. I'm thinking that as well too. I think that would have came out. But again, if you look, the concentration of everything is in and around this area here. So for whatever that is, this is where the majority of the information and the sightings that we've heard about Chelsea. So if anything, this would be the area that I would be searching for her. That's where I would be looking. Let's pull this up real quick. The fact that she wanted to create a series highlighting the stories of the lost and forgotten people in this country says something. Also, that woman today goes camping alone, mental health crisis. Lindsay says, I'm confident the vehicle would have alerted to compromised tire pressure. Yeah, maybe she got freaked out. Maybe the tires were going low. She got freaked out. And, she ended up in this situation. Oh, I'm out of focus here. Huh. I don't know. It's just a mystery. But this is where I would be. I would be looking in this area. This is where look at all the new statements that have come out, all the sightings, all in and around this area here. Let's go up and let's look at the 3D. It would be all in this area. Hang on one second. Be right back. Sorry. Sorry, I chugged a whole bunch of water before I came live. Oh, yeah, I chugged a whole bunch of water. Rogue says maybe her phone died and she had no way to charge it since once she left the car. I mean, it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. Hang on one second. I'm just getting some messagings. Let's see. A lot of stuff coming through. I think the biggest thing that we've all really been confused about, what I'm hearing that I'm going over and hearing in the group chat that I'm in is where was her car actually located? That has been the most confusing thing about this. And it would be nice if the sheriff's department would give that GPS location. It would just help everything out. But from what I'm understanding and what I'm seeing, like I said, the majority of the concentration of all of this has been in and around this area. You have Flagstaff just to the north. You have the Grand Canyon Junction right to the west, Drake to the east, and this is all in that national forest. And look, that cell phone tower is right there. You have a major highway 40 here. Ashfork's down to the south. But that's been, see it? That major concentration of area. Something, let me get this off the screen. Something focused her concentration there. Right in this area. You know, and then she was, you know, said to be seen as far east. You know, she went far east to Phoenix. But the thing that's very confusing to me too is her path of direction. It seemed like she was going to continue with her travel out to Connecticut, stopped, thought about it, and you see her movements, her original movements. It's like she was playing this game with herself, like, I'm gonna go east. I'm gonna probably do it, but I may go home. So she would travel like east a day and then start heading west again, and then east and then west. And then it started looking like she just started moving north. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. And you know, I'll keep taps on the map. I'll keep updating stuff as I hear new things. We'll add it to the map. It's getting pretty crowded now. There's a lot of new things that are coming in, and you know, I got it on tap. So let's do this. So there's been mention of 2 individuals. This Elias individual that was out with her said ex-fiance, which we don't believe that. The family is saying, you know, they're not agreeing with anything that's going on here. And this was posted, I believe, today.
Hi there, everybody. This is honestly a public apology for some of the posts with PJ there that claimed to be fiance with said missing person Chelsea Grimm. I am not trying to exploit anybody. Even the local authorities know who I am and what I'm actually doing here. I parted ways with that person. They're obviously having some mental health issues and stuff. No need. I will take down any GoFundMe stuff or anything where we're mutually involved. I'm going to continue my search. I'm actually part of a civilian force called the Cajun Navy and Army that started during Katrina and every other major disaster. We all get together and pool resources and get people together to search and rescue people and animals and get people safe in national disasters. You can verify any of this information with me. You can contact local authorities in Williams. They know my name. They know what I've been doing. My videos aren't fake. I mean, I have people out there with ATVs, hunters and stuff helping us out. Please, apologies. I'm a kind-hearted, beautiful person. All I wanted to do was share something to help save that person. Thank you very much, and please comment and share.
I don't know. When people have to start explaining, like, I'm a kind person, I'm this, I'm that, it's a little weird to me. You know, these guys seem a little sketch. This is another post that he had. This was a couple of days ago.
Here's a small update. We're actually speaking with some locals right now to try to get some extra help. We have found the road where the vehicle is discovered, and we have some local hunters and people with ATVs and some 4-wheelers ready to help us on the search. So on the up and up, here we go. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please post and share and help us bring Chelsea back home.
Go to this one.
Good morning. This is an announcement to intensify the search party for one Chelsea Grimm, our dear friend from Ocean Beach, California. She went missing here in Arizona, was last seen September 28th in Williams, Arizona. We're on our way to where her vehicle is found disabled in Ashfork on Forest Road 6, or Forest Station Road 6. Her vehicle was found on October 5th. We're going to intensify these efforts and asking for support and even just thoughts and prayers. If you'd like to make a financial contribution, you can DM me here, and I'll direct you to our GoFundMe that we're starting today.
So he said, a couple of days ago, he's with the GoFundMe, which they were, her and her, this bum ex-fiance was asking for $30,000 to go out and do this search. And now, what, 4 or 5 days later, he's like, I have nothing to do with it. That guy's crazy, and I want nothing to do with him. I've cut ties.
Also, any search supplies like flares, any kind of camping equipment that could be donated, or anybody that wants to join our party. We're a very small party right now, and the major search starts today. Thank you very much. Chelsea Grimm. Thank you.
All right, that's all we got from him. Again, I did some scrubbing. I found Bill's, PJ's account. You can see the dragon here.
Hey guys, just gonna do a 3-minute update here. So I found out what happened to the bike. The tennis court towed it. So they ended up. I found out where it's at, but it didn't have plates or VIN. So I had the guy at Angelo Towing, after calling the sheriff's department, they told me it was Angelo. I found Angelo. Angelo sent me to the actual location where it's at. The guy looked out at the VIN. He found everything, and then after that, we ended up. I'm waiting on a call from the sheriff's department. They're going to tell me if there's a way to release it because I got it for free. Anyways, on a brighter note, there's a 250 Kawasaki Ninja. I agreed to a deal for $100 plus 2 subwoofers I took pictures of earlier, and a little bit of tools. So we found some tools on Craigslist, like a power washer hose. Got these cool skates, 2 pairs. I'm going to try my best to get the bike. He wants $100 cash. I'm hoping to do some sort of trade. If not, I have my friend Carson and my friend Rick and my friend Mike that may be able to sponsor me on this. We're headed to the RV right now to drop off all of this stuff that we got. There's my friend right here. Anyways, so yeah, we're just headed down. We're doing the thing. After we get everything done there, I have some rugs I'm gonna put down that I got it with the free. There's that BMW. It's not a 2010 1000cc if I mentioned it. It's actually a 2000 1200cc.
Have a good night, Sam. Thank you.
This 250 Ninja we're going to see, he says it needs some sort of throttle issue where it tries to go fast, which is something that's probably a throttle positioning sensor or something to do with the throttle cable. It could be a leak in the air system causing it to run rich. But anyways, I'm gonna fix that. The tools, I'm gonna have my friend Rick send the tools that got stolen this morning that I tried to lend. The guy that lent me the tools got taken from where I dropped them off, but I have to find a bolt that I dropped out of the valve cover. The valve cover's back on, and then I think the spark plug wiring is wrong, so I have to fix the spark plug wiring. We have a lot of cool stuff going on today. You guys have to stay tuned. I'm going to keep posting. I've started doing little descriptions down here at the bottom of what the video is going to be about. Hopefully that way people scrolling through can pick the right videos for them to watch for the interest and stuff. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. It's going to be a fun day. Can't wait. Have a good one, guys. I will catch you later. Thank you for watching.
All right. Well, that is the said ex-fiance. This was a video too that I found on TikTok, and I'm going to answer your question, Bella. I think you raise a point here, and I'll give you kind of my assumption at the end of the stream. And again, I'm just speculating. Okay, let's play this real quick.
Hello, everybody. This is Elias and PJ, the friend and fiance of Chelsea Grimm.
I mean, that dude looks rough, bro. The dude looks rough.
Elias and PJ, the friend.
They both look rough.
And
this dude looks rough, bro.
Fiance of Chelsea Grimm. She has gone missing just over a week and a half ago in Williams, Arizona area. Her vehicle was found disabled.
Yes, it is not an ex-fiance. He is a ex-boyfriend. The guy to the left in this video is an ex-boyfriend. Has been confirmed by the family, and they do not line up essentially with anything that he's doing or saying. They're saying stay clear away. Do not donate to the GoFundMe. That's essentially where we're at with that, Mary. All right, let's play this.
Disabled on a local road here, which is Forest Station Road 6, about a week and a half ago. We're getting in with local media stations, and also we're providing our GoFundMe stuff. If any of you want to help us get some boots on the ground, get us any camping supplies or stuff that we can do to help locate her being, it would be greatly appreciated. We're going to be...
So that Forest Road 6 is where I think that is where her car was found. And we can go back to the map before I end the stream and take a look at it.
In local news tomorrow from here to the Grand Canyon. And tomorrow night should be on Channel 8 and Channel 12 live television. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful night.
Bless you guys.
And that's it. Let's go to the map again really quick. Yeah, right. Let's see. That's where I think this Forest Road. So wherever along this road where this lake, this dry lake is, that's where a majority of this Forest Road, I believe, is where the car was found. That's been the majority of the conversation, the witness statements, the sightings in and around this area here. So I don't know. It's a strange case. It's interesting. A lot of questions need to be answered. Looking at what I've seen and what people have shared with me over the last couple of days, personal people that know Chelsea, sharing some personal photos. In my estimation, and I don't like saying things like this, I'm trying to be very, very, very sensitive to the subject, but just knowing things about my brother and seeing things in this particular situation, as of right now, I'm saying that I don't think there's any foul play going on. I think the two guys that are just showing up, they're just shady dudes. They're trying to, capitalize on this. Obviously, they don't look like the most happening dudes, if you know what I mean. Probably a little rough around the edges. I don't like to judge people by, their cover, but from what I've heard and what I've read, just rough dudes. And in my personal opinion right now, I think this is mental health related. There's a particular photo that I was asked to not share that I've seen that kind of leads me to believe this may be some mental health. I think with the erratic behavior as well as her travel, going from west to east, that confusion. The Siegelman hotel experience kind of worries me as well a little bit. There's something going on. I'm not sure, you know, like we said, there's been, I'm getting these down. Thank you so much for the super chats. I will recognize everybody here in a moment. Just trying to keep up with everything because I'm going to forget. Frazier, for Frazier, thank you so much. Lindsay, thank you. Appreciate the super chat. I'm just keeping up with the entries for the sunglasses. I find it super funny when Brian tries to keep a straight face as he reads through the live chat. All kidding aside, thanks for covering this, Brian. Bring Chelsea home. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your $10. I do appreciate that. So just going back to my point, just some things concern me. You know, the erratic behavior with going from east to west, north to south. You know, all those witness sightings in and around that concentrated area. Taking all her things, you know, where did she go? Did she walk off into somewhere? Is she out there in the desert somewhere? You know, out there right now, the weather is still very, very hot this time of year. Water would concern me. Food would concern me. Did she have a mental health episode and that led her to walk out? Another thing that kind of raises some red flags for me too, her clothes that seem like clothes with all the doors open in the SUV all over the ground. You know, it's a little bit of erratic behavior. The crying when the police officer came up and kind of saying, oh, it was the lost soldiers. There's something going on inside. There's something going on inside. In that photo, I saw things on her desk that concern me, that kind of line up with my brother's situation, mental health issues. So I'm going to say right now, I don't feel like it's foul play at this point, and I could be wrong. I'm only assuming, but from when I put everything together, relay it to a situation I went through with my brother, it definitely, to me, seems like there's some mental health stuff going on. So I want to be very sensitive to the family, the friends, the victims. I don't want to make any assumptions. The bottom line is we're trying to do this to get Chelsea to come home, you know, and get this information out there for her friends, families, and the community, because we want Chelsea to come home. The photos that were left behind on the camera, the selfie photos, you know, it's just interesting. And it's all activity that I saw in my brother's situation. So I don't know. At this point, I think it's a mental health issue. It's a mental health crisis, and hopefully, you know, she's found, and hopefully that she's found and she's safe, or she's somewhere getting treated. You know, sometimes people will do this. They'll take off and they'll go into a facility and get treated and say, hey, I don't want anybody to know where I am right now. I want to get help. You know, this is the best. You know, no visitors, no phone calls. I'm checking myself in voluntarily, and I'm getting help. So hopefully that's something that could be, you know, what happened. So it's a lot of possibilities. There's not a ton of new information, but that's all I really got. You know, looking over this all day, putting things together. Hopefully, it shed some more light and maybe some thoughts that you can all come up with and think about. You know, hopefully, you know, maybe you can start brainstorming as well too. And the bottom line is that we help and we find Chelsea. If one of my mods can do me a favor, because I don't have the phone number handy, but if you can drop it again in the chat, we would love that. Just to get that phone number out there. If anybody has any information or clues or a sighting or anything that could help, please reach out to the Coconino County Sheriff's Office at 928-774-4523. They would love to get information. If you're in and around that area, anything, the dumbest thing that you think might have been, please call it in, get the information out there. Let's bring Chelsea home. You know, let's bring Chelsea home. I just was talking to Artemis. She doesn't really have anything new to share, so she's not going to come on tonight. I probably will not be on tomorrow night as I'm going to prepare for Wednesday night show. I will revisit this again after Wednesday, and we'll do another show. And hopefully, we have some new updated information. I'll keep monitoring this. Hopefully we have positive information. We'll go from there. So great show. I think a lot of great information shared this evening. I appreciate everybody being here. I just want to recognize all of the chats. So we had Ollie that gifted 5 memberships, Carrie with many, many donations to get everybody in the drawing for the sunglasses that we're giving away, or we're raffling off for Dr. Bob, the 2. So Carrie with a 2, Carrie with another 2, Cindy with a 2, SJ Howard with a 5. That got you in. Carrie with a 199. Ron's in there now. Carrie with a 199. We got Carrie with another donation from Ollie. I appreciate that. Carrie with a 199. Look at all these things that Carrie's giving away. So nice. With a 199. Carrie again with a 199. And then Lindsay G with a 999. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Wednesday night will be interesting. I'll drop the tile for that. I'm working on doing some different thumbnails. If you look, I'll pull this up really quick just so y'all can see. I'm hoping that maybe this will push, people will click a little bit more, but I'm kind of going with the style of thumbnail right now. So I got LTL Podcast, True Crime and More. Wednesday night, the controversial Turtle Boy will be here on the show, and we're going to get his perspective on everything. So I'm contemplating maybe throwing true crime on my podcast title on the page. I'm not sure, but we'll go from there. So that is the link for Wednesday night. Make sure to link up. Go over there, hit the remind button. It's going to get crazy. It's going to be a very different show than this, but we have everybody and all guests on the show. I want to hear from Turtle Boy firsthand and get his, his history on this Karen Reed case. And we will hear from him. He'll explain to us how he got involved, what his complete passion is about this, and what he's found out in his investigation. And then obviously talk about now, the being arrested. And right now, as I'm reading, he is facing life in prison for the conversations that he's had and things that he said. So we'll go from there. I'll let him speak. I'm not going to speak for him, but I think it's going to be an extremely interesting stream. I would tune in and check it out, and we'll see what happens. And then we can make all our assumptions from there and all our determinations. So Phil coming in with a $5. He said Aussie dollars is worth. We'll make this up for $2. Hopefully, Phil, I got you in there again for the drawing. I'm going to update the spreadsheet tonight after I get off air here in a minute. Appreciate everybody. And let's see where we're at. Where are we at for likes? If anybody's new on the chat right now that came in, we're so close to 100 likes. We want to get to 100 likes because that will get this out. This will push Chelsea's story out there, and we want to make sure that we bring Chelsea home. If you're new over here, please make sure to subscribe, comment after the video post. I appreciate that. And if you haven't given this a like, please like this stream. I would appreciate it. We're going to get off here tonight, early night tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little members only. Let's do a members only for like a half an hour. Let me set that up real quick. You want me to do a members only? I got time. Let's do a members only. I'm going to set up a members only. We'll do an after show. Can talk a little bit more free over there. Hang on 1 second. I'll do a members only. I got to make a thumbnail. Where's my members only thumbnail? Carrie, duh. Oh no, I don't know where my thumbnail is for my members only stuff. What am I doing here? I'm wasting a lot of time on the end of the stream here. Let me do this. Give me a couple minutes. I'll get that up. Let me just post the link real quick. We'll do an after show. If you want to hang out on the after show, you can right now. Click the join button down below. Take a membership for $1.99. You can come hang out with us. Shoot, I got to do a quick thumbnail here. I don't know where my members only thumbnail went. Phil, thank you so much for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that. Let's do, and you all can join the members only. Let me just do this. Not the best thumbnail in the world, but it'll work. Oh, I don't like dead air like this. This is bad. This is really bad broadcasting right now. Let me do this. Let me do this. I gotta make a better thumbnail after. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Members only. I'm almost done. I just gotta do this dang thumbnail. All right, we got a thumbnail. We got a thumbnail. A bumnail thumbnail. And then I'll drop the link and you all can join me over there on the members only. Come on. Got it. Gotti. All right. Today at 9:45. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'll drop the link here in a second. I need to go to this. Members only. All members tonight. And we go here. We go to members only. Bang. All right, I got the stream ready. I'm going to drop it in the chat for everybody. Give me a second. All right, if you're a member, come hang out. I'm going to go end this stream, and then we're going to head over there and hang out for a little bit. Okay, I'll see you over on the members only. If you want to join, you can go down there, click the join button down below, grab a membership for $1.99. Come hang out on the after shows. We just chill, we hang out, and just have fun. All right, I'll see you in a bit.